It's story time, and I have got a beautiful story to tell you today. I am so excited to be reading this story. It's called How the Camel Got His Hump. That's the title of my story today. How the Camel Got His Hump. In the beginning of years, when the world was new, there was a camel. The camel did not want to work for man, like the other animals. So he lived in the middle of the desert. He ate sticks and prickles and mostly was always idle. That means the camel was always sitting and doing nothing. When anybody spoke to him, he said, "Hum." Just hum, and no more. One Monday, the horse went to see the camel. The horse had a saddle on his back and a bit in his mouth. He said, "Camel, come out and trot like the rest of us." Said the camel, and the horse went away and told man. On Tuesday, the dog went to see the camel. The dog had a stick in his mouth. He said, "Camel, come and fetch like the rest of us." "Hump," said the camel, and the dog went away to tell man. On Wednesday, the ox went to see the camel. The ox had a yoke on his neck. He said, "Camel, come and plow like the rest of us." "Hump," said the camel. The ox went away and told man. That evening, man called the horse, the donkey, and the ox. He said, "That camel in the desert won't work. The three of you are going to work double to make up for it." That made the horse and the dog and the ox very angry. They held a po-po at the edge of the desert. The idle camel strolled and laughed at them. Then he said, "Hum," and went away. The three animals went to the genie in charge of the desert and told him their problem. The horse said, "There's an animal in the middle of the desert who is idle and won't work." "That's my camel," said the genie. What does he say about it?" "He says, 'Hum,'" said the ox. The genie flew off there at once. The genie found the camel being idle. "Camel, what is it I hear about you not wanting to work?" "Hum, hum," said the camel. So the genie began to think of magic. You've given everybody extra work since Monday," said the genie. "Hum," said the camel. So the genie went on thinking about great magic. I shouldn't say that again if I were you, said the genie. You might say it once too often, camel. I want you to work. But the camel said it again. Hum, said the camel. No sooner had the camel said hum a third time, then his back began puffing up into a great big hump. There, said the genie, that's your own hump that you've brought upon yourself by not working. But how can I work with a hump on my back? Said the camel. You will not work for 3 days. Your new hump will make you work for 3 days without eating, said the genie. So the camel humped himself, hump and all, and went away from the desert. And then that is the day the camel got his hump. But we call it a hump so as not to hurt his feelings. But he has never caught up with the 3 days that he missed at the beginning of the world. And he has never yet learned how to behave. That's the end of the story. That's how the camel got his hump. So, the story tells us that the camel has never caught up with the 3 days that he lost out at the beginning of the world. So boys and girls, make sure you catch up with your work. Don't be like the lazy camel. Always do your work, otherwise you'll be left behind and you won't finish your work. Do your work nicely and concentrate. I hope you enjoyed the story, boys and girls. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.